You know, when you get right down to it, a huge part of building software is just managing memory. It's one of the most fundamental challenges in programming, and if you get it wrong, the consequences can be, well, pretty devastating. But just how devastating are we talking?
Well, get this. According to some of the biggest names in tech and even government security agencies, a staggering 70% of all high-severity security vulnerabilities come from memory safety issues. I mean, that's not just some small fraction. That's the vast majority of the most dangerous bugs out there. And it all boils down to this one core concept: memory safety.
So what's the deal with memory safety? In a nutshell, it's all about preventing programs from accessing memory in ways they're not supposed to. Because when a program starts messing with memory it shouldn't touch, well, that's when you get those catastrophic crashes, weird data corruption, and yep, massive security holes.
Okay, so to put a finer point on it, memory safety is a property that stops these kinds of critical bugs dead in their tracks. You can think of it like the guardrails that keep a program from going completely haywire and running wild inside your computer's memory. Okay, so with that in mind, let's dive in. We're going to look at the three big philosophies for handling memory. We'll explore the high-risk, high-reward manual way, the super convenient automated way, and a revolutionary new approach that does its work at compile time. All right, first up, the OG approach. This is the world of languages like C and C++. We're calling this one the Daredevil. And for good reason. It gives the programmer absolute control, but man, it also gives them absolute responsibility. See, with total control comes total risk. In the Daredevil's world, tiny mistakes can lead to this whole class of really severe, exploitable bugs. A buffer overflow isn't just, oops, the program crashed. No, it's a potential red carpet for an attacker to waltz in and run their own malicious code. And to use after free error? That can corrupt your data silently, in ways that are an absolute nightmare to track down.
Now, to be fair, modern C++ isn't living in the Stone Age. It's built some pretty impressive safety nets. You've got techniques like RAII that automatically handle cleanup. And smart pointers are a huge help in managing who owns what memory. But, and this is a big but, these are more like guardrails, right? They mitigate the danger, but they don't totally eliminate it. A developer can still make a mistake that slips right through.
And that really gets to the heart of the trade-off here. On one hand, you get absolutely unparalleled performance and predictable behavior, which is why it's still king for things like game engines. But the price you pay is a huge cognitive load on the developer. You have to be constantly, relentlessly vigilant about every single memory operation. Okay, so that high-wire act of manual memory management leads us straight to the next big idea, which was designed to solve those exact problems. So say hello to garbage collection, or, as we like to call it, the butler. This is what powers languages like Java, C#, and Go.
The butler's philosophy is actually pretty elegant and simple. It's all about reachability. The system is constantly asking, hey, can the program still get to this piece of memory? If the answer is no, if there are no more paths leading to it, then it's officially garbage. And the butler just comes along and tidies it up for you. No fuss.
But, you know, there's no such thing as a free lunch. This automated cleaning service comes with a pretty infamous cost: the stop the world pause. To do its job without causing chaos, the garbage collector often has to just freeze the entire application for a moment.
And this right here gets to the core of why that pause is necessary. The GC needs a stable, perfect snapshot of memory to figure out what's trash and what's not. The only way to get that perfect picture is to pause everything. Now, for most apps, you'd never even notice these tiny pauses. But for a system that needs lightning-fast, real-time responses, it can be a total deal breaker. This really lays out the fundamental dilemma you face when you're using a garbage collector. You have to choose. Are you going for raw throughput, just getting as much work done as possible, even if it means some longer pauses? Or is low latency your goal, making sure every single pause is as short as humanly possible, even if it costs you a bit of overall efficiency?
So that tension between throughput and latency, it sets the stage perfectly for our third contender. This is a really revolutionary approach, pioneered by the language Rust. We're calling this one the Guardian. The promise? The safety of the butler with the performance of the daredevil.
So what's Rust's secret weapon? It's this concept called a zero-cost abstraction. The whole idea is, instead of having a butler running around cleaning up messes while the show is running, the Guardian does all its safety checks before the curtain even goes up, at compile time. All the heavy lifting for safety happens up front, so you pay zero performance penalty when the code is actually running.
And the absolute core of Rust's safety promise comes down to one single, incredibly powerful rule, which is enforced by a part of the compiler called the borrow checker. It's simple. Lots of people can read the data at once, or one person can write to it. You can't have both, period. That one rule just wipes out an entire category of nasty bugs.
And because all these rules are checked before you can even run the code, the compiler literally guarantees that whole classes of bugs are just impossible. Memory errors like use after free? Caught. And crucially, data races, one of the absolute worst, most hair-pulling bugs in parallel programming, are eliminated. And you get all of this with C++ level performance. It's pretty incredible.
Okay, so we've got the daredevil, the butler, and the guardian. 3 really powerful but totally different ways of thinking. So, how on earth do you choose the right tool for the job?
All right, let's break it down and put them head to head. Look at latency. C++ and Rust are predictable, they're deterministic. GC, not so much because of those pauses. Then you have memory safety. Rust gives you that guarantee at compile time. GC gives it to you at runtime, and C++, well, C++ basically says, good luck, you're on your own. And check out the cognitive load. This is key. C++ is this constant, high-level stress. GC is super low stress, and Rust is interesting. It has this steep initial learning curve. You gotta fight the borrow checker, as they say. But once you get it, it pays off big time.
So, you go with the daredevil when every single nanosecond of performance and every last byte of memory is non-negotiable. This is the world of AAA gaming, high-performance scientific computing, and of course, those massive existing code bases where a full rewrite just isn't an option.
You call in the butler when you need to move fast. When shipping features and focusing on the actual business problem is way more important than predictable low latency. For the vast majority of web services, big enterprise apps, and microservices, the productivity gains just blow away the performance trade-offs of GC.
And finally, you pick the guardian when you absolutely positively cannot compromise, when security, reliability, and performance are all mission critical. That makes it a perfect fit for foundational software like operating systems, browser engines, and critical network infrastructure, where a single bug could be catastrophic. Which brings us to a really interesting final question. The entire software industry is clearly shifting towards demanding memory safety. The cost of these vulnerabilities is just too high. So the question isn't really if we need safety anymore, it's how we're going to get it. Will that upfront, compiler-backed guarantees stop being a nice-to-have feature and just become the default requirement for the critical software that runs our world?